Greetings and salutations, my fellow gamers, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bites, and today we're doing another Fallout 4 settlement tour. We're still here on Far Harbor, and today we're going to be looking at the build I have going on at the Visitor Center. It is one of my favorites, personally, because this one is the only Minuteman settlement here on the island. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to and welcome you to Pioneer's Reach. This, as I said, is the only Minuteman settlement here on the island, and there is some backstory for that, but we'll get into that in a second. This is, I will have to admit, my second favorite settlement that I have built in this game, right after Vault 88. That one was just so much fun, and this one I spent a lot of time on, because I really like the idea of what this represents. So let's go ahead and do a quick tour, and I'll do some backstory with it as well. But this is the entrance here, the main one. We have the sign here that says Pioneer's Reach. Now, the reason that I chose this name, I'll reveal later on when I go into a little bit more detail about the settlement. We have some defenses here set up, ready to go, and of course we have two watchtowers made from some old tugboat pieces, because there's a bunch of them here on the island. And of course we have the Minutemen flag flying proud. So now we all the way, let's head inside. Welcome everyone to Pioneer's Reach. Get close here. So you can see over here we have some steps you can walk all the way up here onto the tugboat mast, and you can see all over. See all the way down to the road. The path coming up here, you can see into the distance. You got full views, the whole side. It's a little bit blocked off by the flag, but don't worry, that's why we have another one over there. So someone can look over there and see it, and therefore someone can look over here when they can't see anything. It is a very good place where you can look out and spot if there are any dangers coming. Now, we don't have anyone stationed up here at the moment because in universe, we don't get a lot of trouble coming from this direction. No, it's from other directions we have trouble coming in, and that's why we have guards over there. In actuality, I just could not place any guards here. No one, you can walk up here, but you can't place anyone up here. You can't place any mats. You can't do anything with these. They're placed in with a mod, and I guess mine wasn't very good. So unfortunately, we don't have any guards up here, but normally there would be guards up here, but I came up with a canon reason as to why there's not. So now heading down here, we come to the village area of Pioneer's Reach. So this is where I have to go into a little bit of backstory. So, of course, in my game, I sided with the Minutemen. The Minutemen are the heroes, they're the ones who control the Commonwealth, they are running all the settlements, they are essentially the ruling class of the Commonwealth, the ruling government of the Commonwealth for the time being. We're going to get a proper government in there eventually, but for right now, the Minutemen are in charge. Now, because of that, they want to make sure everyone's protected, and they want to bring more people into the Minutemen so it can grow, it can expand, and they can actually get more people in there and maybe get a pretty good working government in there. But of course, if they want to bring more people in, they gotta make sure they can defend them. So they've been kind of slowly spreading out. Right now, we saw my first settlement tour I did was Fort Nuka over at Nuka World. That was the Minutemen's outpost in Nuka World to eventually try and bring Nuka World and citizens, which I cleared of raiders, bring all of them into the Commonwealth Minutemen. And this is the same thing here on the island. This is the Minuteman settlement here on the island to eventually, hopefully, bring the island into the Minutemen. And because of that, it's a pretty busy one because, one, it's basically like a stomping ground, a starting area for where the colonization of the island will begin, or the bringing in of them into the Minutemen. But also, it has to be an actual working military base as well. So we need to make sure everyone is, taken care of here, because we're far away from the Minutemen. We're far away. We're states away from the Minutemen. So we gotta make sure we have all the protection, we have all the food, all the medicine. We gotta make sure we have everything. So, this is a little village here that has been set up for some of the higher ranking members of the Minutemen who are here. People who are important to the Minutemen's cause. Maybe they're, someone who's running it. Maybe there's like, not really necessarily a general, because I'm the general, but maybe like a captain or a sergeant, something like that, who like runs the place or works here. This is where they would stay. We got our first house here. Little note I should mention, even though this is a Minutemen settlement, we do have certain people here from the island who have come set up shop or are coming to help out, all that. If there is a Minuteman mark on any of these buildings, it means that it was built and is occupied by the Minutemen. It's under Minuteman control. If it doesn't have a market, that means it's not Minuteman controlled. That means they're not subjugated to any of the, well, necessary benefits that come with staying here. But they still are allowed to be here and help with the Minutemen. You'll see a little bit more of that when we go on. This is the first house here. I like to think this is where the one in charge lives. Captain Sergeant. So we walk in here, we got a nice little kitchen area with some shelving for food and a nice radio. We have the dinner already set out. Looks like we got some Brahmin steaks, some gulpa slurry, and some kebabs. And of course we have some Vim. They're trying to, become more adept and, try out the foods and cultures of the island since they are here. But of course you gotta have Nuka-Cola from the Commonwealth, of course. And then someone just doesn't like gulpa slurry and all that kind of stuff, so they just want to have cereal for dinner. It is what it is. Got a nice little fireplace here where they can, build a fire if it gets too cold, which it does up here in the island occasionally. We got, again, they're trying to ingratiate themselves with the people of the island, so they have some Vim signs and some fishing decorations to try and make it seem more homely. And of course, they catch and stuff a Mirelurk. It works out for them. And a nice little couch here with a nice little sitting area where they can just, relax for a little bit when the day's over, maybe listen to some radio or read a book or something. But heading upstairs, we have their bedroom. So this is just a nice, again, this is for the person who's in charge of the settlement. It's not really well decorated. They're kind of just simple, but they got a nice chair here where they can sit down and watch TV with some nice Vim. This guy has really started getting into Vim. He likes doing cola, but he's really starting to get into Vim. So he takes whatever he can get and has it right here where he can sit down, watch TV, just enjoy himself. Got his bed over here with a lamp, no shade because he wants as much light as possible because there's not a lot of light around here, really fogging as you can see outside. And an alarm clock to make sure he's, gets up on time, and plenty of storage there for all of his needs. Besides that, he really doesn't need much. But yeah, that is what I believe is the house of the person who runs the place. Moving over. We have another house. This one is for one of the larger families I believe, here on the island. It's where it belongs to, I like to think, another possibly captain or general or, sergeant or whatever. But this is where, their whole family stays. A little bit larger, of course, because of that. And they have a little bit more nicer shelving here with some more fishing accents on the wall. A nice little sitting area with a radiator to keep warm. And of course, they gotta show that support for the Minutemen. We're rebuilding the United States, baby. USA, back again with the Minutemen. They got some storage here. I like to believe that's just, more purified water if they need to. And they got some, yeah. You can see they got some Brahmin steaks. I believe, maybe that's grilled rat stag. I can't tell. But of course, they got Nuka-Cola because they're not really. They like Vim, but it's not their favorite. And big kitchen with preparing some food, got some ready and waiting. Coffee, they love their coffee. And of course the Slocum's Joe, gotten, might I remind you, from New Harbor. They have a Slocum's Joe over there that is the best on the island. It's also the only one on the island, but you do what you gotta do. Walking up here, we have,
With ordnance like that, no wonder you wiped out those crabs.
Now I remember. Okay, no, that last building was just some random guy's house. I believe this was the one I selected to be for the leader of the settlement, but I don't know if this is him. I doubt it. No, I know where he is. This is just one of our provisioners, but he likes to wear a suit. They have their own terminal here. They have some desks. They have their own little gun shop here. There's just some items they've gotten on the island. An RPG, if they need it, and of course this beautiful harpoon gun, which they got from the island, which they love to use. And this is their own little room with curtains for privacy. Plenty of storage here. They don't need an alarm clock because they're pretty much always working, so they really don't get a chance to sleep, so they don't need an alarm clock. And of course, they have a duffel bag here. And a nice little chair to sit down and relax a little bit.
talk to Casey
artwork
at
and
all.
some more
Shame
storage.
you're
Yeah, but the next building is a little bit more interesting. For you see, there are a lot of people who come here. Maybe they want to see if they can join the Minutemen while they're here, or maybe perhaps they are visiting someone who works here. They're gonna need a place to stay, so we have over here a hotel. Now, as you can see, there's no mark above the store because this is not run by the Minutemen. It's run by someone from the island. They built the place. They're setting it up. They're taking care of everyone. They saw it as pretty good business. They saw so many people were coming here to visit family or to try to apply to join the Minutemen. And so they thought, hey, why not have a little hotel here just so that they can come here, relax, take a little breather. It's all good. So we'll go ahead inside and have a look. We got a nice little sitting area here with a TV and chairs. Not the best, you know, but they work with what they can get. They have some nice artwork on the wall with some festive fish lures and bobbers. A little more artwork here. If you need to get something to eat, but the kitchen's not open, well, here you are. You have a porta-diner with a chance to get a perfectly preserved pie. I mean, you're not going to, but, you know, you have the opportunity to. They also have a eatrotronic here that needs to be restocked, but that's okay. A nice little table here, we can come and eat your food, and then here we have the kitchen. It's open, you know, there's always fresh food here to have. Some Nuka-Cola with a Nuka-Cola Quantum back there, if anyone's brave enough to try it. Some fresh food here you can get, coffee, cutting utensils, more Slocum's Joe donuts, again, all from the Slocum's Joe at New Harbor. It's open for business, you know, everyone loves it. You can cook, you got a refrigerator that sort of works. Kinda. Doesn't really keep cold with that hole in it, but you know. And over here we have one of our rooms. It's a rather small one, but it has everything you need. It has a comic book, some other just regular books you can read for fun. It has a clock, some artwork, a radio we can listen to, a lamp, and a bed. And a nice little view outside. You know, if someone was trying to take a pot shot at you through your window, it's low enough that you could, but you know, it's what you get when you get the cheapest hotel room, you know, right by the kitchen. But then again, also, think about it. If you're hungry at night, you can just come out here, grab some food, and then just head right back into bed. I mean, like, how great is that? I'm pretty sure a lot of people would like it like that. Now we gotta head upstairs. Again, we got some more local decorations here. Some from the Children of Adam. And a chair to sit on. These are our main rooms. Oh, and we have a guest here, too. But first, here in this display case, we have a nice, perfectly preserved Deathclaw arm caught by myself. Yes, I killed a Deathclaw. Thank you. I'll take your applause now. Thank you. Anyway, so I have it on here on display just so people can enjoy the horrors of the wasteland without having to deal with it themselves. But yeah, here are all of our hotel rooms. These are a little bit better than the ones downstairs. They're a little bit up higher, so people can't just take pot shots at you. But of course, they do have a bed, dresser, a lamp, a clock. But they also have chairs, so you can sit down, which is nice. And most of them are pretty much going to be the same. Just slight differences between the art and the chairs, as you can see. Yeah, you, stay there. And then, but over here is the exact same. I thought I told you to stay in your room. That's what I thought. Yeesh. Anyway, so yeah, but this one's a little bit better because you can see the whole settlement from up here. Nothing going to. You want to try that again? That's what I thought.
Children of Adam better keep their word about the peace.
I think they are. I mean, look what they gave us. That's peaceful, right? Very peaceful, I have to think. You gonna stay there? What did I tell you? Oh wait, now I forgot. No, we need him. He's wearing a lab coat. We need him. You'll figure out why in a second. But yeah, that's our hotel. Nice little place for people to come and relax, stay a little bit if they need to. It's all good. I swear to God. Anyway, moving out. Over here we have a secondary gate. Now, you saw our first gate up at the front. Was a little bit too small if we wanted to like bring in anything big, you know, like building supplies or, you know, power armor or anything like that. No, we need something a little bit bigger. This is where the secondary gate comes in. Leads to the outside. And it's just like a nice, easy access to get out here if need be. But don't worry. It's not alone. We have a Minutemen soldier who's up there guarding it 24/7. Now you may be wondering why there's no ladder to get up there. That's because he's so dedicated to his job. He doesn't need to eat, he doesn't need to sleep, he doesn't need to do anything besides stand there and guard this settlement. Yeah, that's the kind of person he is. He is someone who will only guard the settlement with his life. Now, as for the actual reason, he's a crafted guard that I got from a mod, and he'll stay up there for a second, but then he'll just walk away, and he will never stay in one place. Even when I assign him somewhere, he never stays up there. In fact, when I load in, after I leave and I travel back here, he will somehow get down there and walk away, and I have to place him back up there. So I don't know what's going on with that. I honestly don't. But yeah. So he's just gonna be up there guarding for as long as I say. Over here we have another guard here. And of course we have the bathrooms. Now I'll also point out all of these people are Minutemen. You can tell by the weapons they use and the hats they wear, but they are Minutemen soldiers here to guard the base. So we get up here, we have the girls' bathroom and the boys' bathroom, but they're relatively the same. Nice little sink here with a smoking area. We do allow smoking in here. You know, some people just need to smoke, and plus these. You can easily vent it out. It's right by the door. You got some comics here if you want to, take a little time on the toilet. You can just read something. Read about some giant insects and brains in jars. Plunger. Trash basket. Basic stuff. We got a bunch of pictures to make it like a nice little fancy bathroom you see at one of those high-end restaurants. And then over here is the men's bathroom. It's basically the same, except for some different stuff. Just mostly astoundingly awesome tales. Curse of the Burned, all that kind of stuff, yeah. But besides that, it's basically the same. There's a coat rack here, because over in this area is the locker room, where you can come and place your valuables and such, before heading to the showers. We got some water here if you get a little bit too hot in the showers, but yeah, you basically just come in here, take a shower. We got some fresh towels here and some bars of soap. And there we can sit a bucket for everyone needs buckets. And it's basically the same thing for all of these. Same setup, same items. Over here we have some leftover fuel we used to work the gas burners that used to make this our hot water. Hot water is important out here because, it gets cold pretty easily. Oh, please don't tell me we're being invaded right now. That would suck. We'll come back to that in a second. Oh, yeah, nope, I think we are. Oh, no. Well, we'll let them deal with that for a second. But here are some items you can just come and grab if you need some. They're provided to us by the settlement. A backstow cleaner, bobby pins, hairbrushes, toothpaste, toothbrushes, and some extra soap. It's all provided for your charge for all the settlers here at Pioneer's Reach. Oh, looks like I took care of it. Alright, well, before we head over there, let's go over to this building right over here we missed, which was the police station. Of course, it's run by the Minutemen. And it's just your average little police station here. Just enough for about 1 or 2 people to run it here. You got a desk, the phone that's connected directly to the main house over there, which we'll get to. You can sit here, type up his reports, all he needs. Camera in case people need to, get the picture taken because they've been doing some really bad stuff. Motivational posters, we got some file cabinets and an American flag because they serve America. Of course, we got some storage here. We want the Minuteman flag because they are part of the Minutemen. If you're here to plead your case or something, or if you're waiting on someone to be released, you can sit right here and wait for that to happen. We provide water, a few more island decorations, and they even have their own Slocum's Joe here. Fresh donuts delivered daily from New Harbor, provided for free to the hardworking citizens of the settlement. Well, I mean, when I say that, I mean the soldiers and guards who run this place. They get free donuts, but anyone outside who doesn't work in this building, no. We got a holding area here, some chairs with a nice little pillow, and some, that's for pee, that's for poop, and as you can see, someone kind of missed the bucket there. we haven't cleaned it up yet because we think that it'll just make people more likely not to try and get arrested because they're going to be placed in here with that. Yeah, see, it kind of got everywhere. People love this bench. This bench gets filled up pretty quickly. Not so much these, except for like this area right here. But yep, that's our holding cell. And over here is our armory. This is where if you need something, if there's a battle going on, or if you need to reload, this is where you come to. Plenty of sniper rounds and sniper rifles here, so we can get people from far away, but we have some for close combat as well, if need be, and like I said, plenty of ammo. We are stocked on ammo. Like I said, we are far away from the Minutemen here, so we have to make sure that we can survive anything that comes our way. Anything. So, that is the police station, and now we have to move on to the next part, which is the visitor center little kiosk here. I have turned into 2 of our most important services. First, we have here to the left a general store. This is run, of course, by a settler from here on the island, and they sell just basically a bunch of random stuff. They got cameras, pictures, paint, some clothes, armor, vases, some toys if need be, phones, plushies. They even sell some bobbleheads, basically a bit of everything. They just got a little bit of everything here, and they got a nice little view out here so I can see what's happening. It's just a nice little tidy general store. It looks like the person in charge, oh, and I remember, he's up there. Yeah, he's being a little slackerish right now. I doubt the other guy's gonna be where he needs to be because this is the clinic, and this one is run by the Minutemen. All medicine, even the doctor, are all provided by the Minutemen. But before you go in there, just want to note a little place out here you can sit if you need to, like, wait for the doctor for your appointments, whatever you need. Also, like to mention over here, we have a replica of the Minutemen statue seen by Sanctuary. This was built by the Minutemen to better relate back to our roots. You know, we're in a whole new place, away from the Minutemen. We need a little reminder that, you know, yes, this is it. This is a Minutemen outpost with Minutemen running it. Yeah. So now going in over here. Welcome to the clinic. This is the doctor's office right here. He's got a terminal right here with a chair. Again, not the best, but he worked with what he can get. Some blood packs. They kind of went through a little bit of a mud bath, a little bit, don't worry about it. Some posters to remind people about how to keep good on their health. And then this is the main doctor's office. Someone can sit here if they need to recover from something. If they have surgery, they can lie here too. We got some tools here. We have plenty of medicine. That was just removed from someone not too long ago. That, I believe, is someone's second heart that grew. Their first heart works fine, but this one that grew after they went swimming in the lake, yeah, no, they had to have that removed. So here it is. More medicine and blood packs, and right away here, more some artwork to look at. No smoking, very important here. No smoking. You don't want to hurt the patients. And then a little file cabinet here for all the patients' files. Yeah, this is a nice little comfy place. It's a little cramped, but you work with what you can get. But you can, you know, close that for privacy. And that's our clinic. Now move you over here. We have an area here to the left. Well, 2 actually. This is the cafeteria over here. This is where everyone can come and grab their food if they don't like have their own place and can cook their own food. So what happens is you come over here and grab a tray, and then we have plenty of food here for you to choose from. Back there we have some mac and cheese, cream, pink paste. We have some soup, some ramen noodles, and ton of new cola. We have some nice decorations here. We have a quantum Mylar Queen claw up there. We have some nice little decorations that remind you of exactly what kind of stuff that you're dealing with here on the island, or you could possibly be eating too. You can grab the tray from over there along with a drink, and there's a trash can, of course. This is where you pay for your food. So it looks like someone got their food and paid, but then just left without it. And a guy right here is refusing to take it. Yeah. But yeah, we got a bunch of cutlery, plates, and stuff right here. Get yourself a cup of joe, throw away your trash, and then more Slocum's Show chairs. These are, you know, stolen from a Slocum's Show in the Commonwealth and brought here. And also the guys down at the Silkman's Joe in New Harbor, they're kind of jealous about this because we have a lot more chairs than they do, and they want these chairs. They have their own, but it's not good for them. They want these chairs. They ain't getting them. Never in a million years. To show you how much space we got back here, and again, all of this food, all provided to you by the Minutemen here at the cafeteria. Over here, we have some extra room for people who are staying here. This is mostly for soldiers who don't really need a lot of space. They just need some place to come and lie down, almost like a barracks. You can fit about 3 people in here. And of course decorated with stuff they found around the island and stuff they got from the Commonwealth or from their previous tour of duty at Fort Nuka. Sometimes they get transferred. Nice little storage, fans, lamps, the whole shabil. Just a nice little area for them to come down and rest. Now, before we head over there, I gotta show you. We have... Oh boy. I forgot we had to. We got to take out the trash. Yeah, so sorry about that. But going back over here, we have a dumpster over here. This is where we throw out all of our stuff. It's collected, I believe, about once a month. We don't really go through that much garbage, surprisingly, out here, but about once a month they unfill it. And then you might see these bushes over here. They were placed here to hide something. Because we go over and jump, we have... Oh, zap. Come on. Come on. There we go. We have this little alcove here behind the bathrooms. It's a nice little sitting area. This is a little hideout for some of the soldiers here stationed at Pioneer's Reach. Then come back here, relax. They got some drinks here if need be. And of course they gotta have something to look at while they're sitting here drinking and eating. So they have some Nuka Girl posters here. Yeah, they stay out here for a while, even in weather like this. They're thinking of getting an awning, but they don't want to draw too much attention to themselves. But yeah, can't really see much from back there. Not many people go back there either way, so they don't have to worry. But now, heading up here, we come to the secondary wall of the settlement. This is used to help if someone breaks through the wall outside there with all the people are, they can shove everyone back into here and got a secondary defense if need be. Right by here by our generators, and we have the main courtyard for our main building. And this one, as you can see, is called Ken's Refuge, which, as I just remember now, is named after Ken, the man who actually stood here and lived here before we moved in. He was the last holdout. So we named this building in honor of him, because he stood out for long. He was the last one standing guard of the island, last one out in the fog, not in the harbor, and because of that, this is Ken's Refuge. So, quick tour around, we have over here our main radio tower. This is where we can communicate with the Commonwealth back to all the Minutemen in the castle. This is where we get orders, where we can make sure everything is going okay back there. We want to walk in here. It's a full setup. This is whoever's in charge of this radio station. This is where they come and they can write out reports. They can, receive messages if need be, or keep them for later. We got plenty of radios and speakers here because communication is key here out this far. You gotta make sure you can file everything away. You got plenty of storage if you need to. And this is help control the signal. Sometimes you need that boost of signal because we're pretty far out. So people can sit here for a while, so we got pretty comfortable chairs, plenty of pictures, and then over here is where they can actually communicate with the Commonwealth. They can speak to them, the castle, the general, that's me. If need be, plenty of storage, they keep up on the latest news, reports, and yeah, they have everything they need. And of course the key to the station is right there. I don't know why that is. I'm going to dock someone's pay for that. And some water here, just for a minute, and of course Minuteman sign, just to remind you of, who exactly you're working for. You're working for the Minutemen. The Minutemen. Because that's all that matters. So now over here, we have our main farming area. This is where we grow our crops. We're self-sufficient here, mostly. We try and be. Because, like I said, we don't get very many shipments from the Commonwealth. We're too far out. So instead, we grow most of what we eat. I don't know why that guy is doing that to the wood, but whatever. But yeah, we're all set. If we need anything,
Seems to be growing well.
it's growing well indeed. We also have some more crops growing over here. This was our main crop area beforehand, but I built this so we can have even more crops. This is our secondary gate that leads to the outside. This is where you get attacked the most. You can see we just had an attack here a moment ago. Pioneer's Reach with a sign and more turrets. And oh, someone's trying to flee. You ain't gonna do that, are ya? Thank you. Anyway, over here we have a gate to the outside. Well, not really to the outside, but to the back side of the house here. I couldn't think of anything to put here, and I was just kind of tired of people kind of walking back this way after I started placing things. So I kind of sealed off this area, but I like to think of it as, you know, this is a area to be determined. We're going to have something here eventually, but for now, it's just here to stop people from going back there. So now that we have everything out here, let's go look at the house itself. Workshop out there. We do have mail occasionally. If we get something from the Commonwealth, it's brought. If it's not an emergency message from the Commonwealth that we get, it's brought from the radio station over to the mailbox and placed in here, and then later given to the guy in charge later on. You have some storage out here and a bench to sit down on if need be, with smoking essentials here, because you know, and we're drying out some hide here, because again, we're far away from the Commonwealth. We have to be able to make everything, including our uniforms. So this is where we dry them out. Walking inside here, we welcome you to our entrance. Well, I would say our welcome area. This is our secretary here for the building. She basically takes into account everyone who comes in or out of the building. You know, registers them, takes notes. If you want to talk to someone, you talk to her first. She'll check with someone else, and then she'll send you on her way. She has plenty of stuff here to keep her entertained and working. Blank holotapes if need be.
Some firepower.
Notes. Again, direct line to anyone else who has the line here. It's like those upstairs, the police station. If you have a phone, you can contact them. Got some magazines there to keep her occupied, some caps, stashes, because you know occasionally people will come in and try and trade for goods, and if they need exact change, something that no one else has, then come over here and get it if need be. And filing, of course, back there. But right now, she's just sweeping up. You can see it's kind of dirty in here. We're still trying to fix this place up a little bit, but it's slow going right now. This is a little sitting area here. We can come and wait if you have an appointment, or if you're just, you know, off duty and you want to hang out. Maybe you got eyes for the secretary, and so you want to sit over here and just watch her work. You can do that. I don't know why you would, but you can. And then over here we have some more bedrooms for the soldiers and people who are stationed here. Minutemen flag horse to remind you who you're working for. If you want to just come out here and sit, we have some provided materials. This is a Slocum's Joe sign provided by the Slocum's Joe in New Harbor as a sign of goodwill. You know, they liked it, so they fixed it up and said, hey, you guys want this? And they're like, sure, we'll take it. They already had their own, so they didn't need to worry about it. So yeah, these are just some more simple, very basic bedrooms for the soldiers who are staying here. Plenty of Minutemen signs, some little personal flares. You know, like someone loves the Black Devil. Some of them also likes to do taxidermy. Yeah, a little thing. But yeah, each of them's a little bit different. Yeah, Vim fan here again. People are really starting to warm up to Vim here at the settlement. They think it's good. They think it's, you know, delicious. This is some of their own personal belongings there. And of course, someone here has a seat, some of their own personal belongings, including a note, potentially back home to their loved ones. And yeah, not a lot of privacy here, honestly, but they don't mind. They're really in here. They're mostly at work. But look, when they are, you look nice today. They need that to help them get up in the morning. Sometimes we all do. Sometimes we all do. So that's that, and then over here we have our workshop. This is our main mechanic here. He's the one who's kind of in charge of making sure everything is up and running and keeping in working order. what we have working on right now is we have some suits of power armor. These are XO2 power armor suits that are provided by the General of the Minutemen to this element here so they can fix them up and potentially use them. This one is getting a aquatic camouflage paint scheme so that it can be used to patrol the shoreline and around lakes without having to worry about it, being spotted. And this one here is currently just kind of a bland suit right now, but it is getting worked on. We're thinking of going for another camouflage look to this one as well, or potentially trying to give it some more radiation resistance given how radioactive this island is. Yeah, these are 2 suits of power armor primarily. We were going to issue them with T45 power armor, standard for all Minutemen, but we gotta start upgrading. And if we can find some XO2 suits and some XO1 or XO3 suits, we gotta take it. Then we have some just generic workstations here. Chemistry, if we need to cook up any supplies for, like the clinic down there. We need to repair our armor or our weapons. We got that. Over here, we have a bathroom. This is a gender-neutral bathroom, and by that I mean there's anyone can use it. It's only a one-use bathroom anyway. And of course, we got smoking, heating. We got some entertainment, and a nice little view outside. Again, someone could probably snipe you while you're sitting on the toilet, but you take that risk in order to be able to flush in peace. And then just, again, some more stuff we provide. A Braxo cleaner, hairbrushes, bobby pins, just stuff we don't really care about that we can, easily get. Some more storage here. This is mostly parts and materials for our workshop. That's everything on this bottom floor here. Moving up, we have even more bedrooms. This is one of our more, cramped spaces here. Not much going on here. This is just where, about 4 people or so can come in here and rest, relax. When you don't have that much space, you gotta kind of work with what you got. And right now, this is what we got. 1 room, 4 people, but they fit. But some people don't need that. Sometimes you just need 2. Like, say you and your buddy just want to, sleep in the same room. Well, now you can. With some nice artwork, a dresser and storage, and a radio. I mean, what else do you need? You really don't need anything else. Over here is some more employees only area, which means if you're not a Minuteman soldier, or at least working in some way for the Minutemen, you're not allowed back in this area. Over here, we have another bedroom. This one is a little more spacious, just for one. And it's a little bit more centered around the Commonwealth, because our guy here is from the Commonwealth, loves his movies, or at least his old holotape ones. This is a T45 power armor helmet that he got while serving as a Minuteman soldier a few years ago, and he was commanding one of their T45 units. And when he retired and decided to come here to work, he kept it with him even after all these years, even though the paint's kind of faded. But as you can also see right there, he may have had a little bit of a drug problem, if you know what I mean. Got a little too much jet going on, a little bit too much psycho. It's a problem, but we're not really talking to him about it because he does a pretty good job. We're gonna overlook that for right now. But as for the guy who this room belongs to, well, he's right there. This is one of our main guards here at the settlement. He's not the guy in charge. The guy in charge should be down there with inventory, but I don't know where he is right now. But his job is just to stand here, watch out if he sees anything happening over there or around here. If anyone's trying to break into here, he'll be the first line of defense, sniping them down from this spot right here, which I turned into a little sniper's roost with some supplies, boxes here, and some extra guns if he needs them. But right now he's just watching, just waiting. He doesn't like the rain, but he does what he needs to for the Minutemen. Yeah, over here in the hallway we have some nice decorations and tables, and then over here, close that, we have our main offices for the settlement. Remember, this is not just a settlement, this is also a military installation. This is where they're trying to get people to come and see how great the Minutemen is so that eventually the island will want to join the Minutemen. And in order to do that, you have to have the proper paperwork. That's what bureaucracy is all about. Paperwork. So, from here, if someone wants to apply to join the Minutemen, they can come down here and meet with one of our representatives, sit down, fill out all their forms, pay their taxes if need be, and, yeah, they can keep their valuable store in here if necessary, though we have some of our own in there too. Plenty of nice things to hang on the wall, including, again, you gotta remember who you're fighting for and what you're trying to restore. Over here, we just have a nice little balcony area we can come outside. Oh, and this is one of our representatives who would normally be inside, but I guess she's kind of taking a break right now. Just kind of enjoying the weather. It looks like it stopped raining, so she just wants to... A lot of people would like to just come outside and look at this. I mean, look at that. You don't get views like this in the Commonwealth. I tell you, you don't. So yeah, but she's the one who usually would stay inside and help people who want to join the Minutemen. Now, we have one less area to go check out, and we have to go up for that one. This is another door to the offices. But heading up, we have our top deck, walking and surveillance area. Over here, we have a guard on duty, again, looking out over, making sure everyone's okay. Yep, well, yep, okay. Just gotta make sure. Just want to make sure you're doing a good job, you know, making sure no one gets by you. Very nice. And besides that, there's just a nice little deck over here to where you can, you know, check things out. Just want to sit up here, or this is an extra storage space if need be. However, oh, what's this over here? Is it another little hideout for the soldiers here? But it's even better because this one is fully furnished. Look at this. This is a nice little hideaway up here in the attic area. You have TV. Some decoration on the wall, plenty of booze, I mean plenty. A fridge with more food and drinks. This is someone's personal chair, like they learned about the space and they were like, hey, you know, I won't say anything, but I want to be able to sit up here and just, you know, look down over the settlement. As you can probably tell, they figured out pretty quickly that there was something going on up here. So, but they were like, you know what? No, we'll just let you have that as a little, you know, like a break room. You can come up here, watch TV, relax a little bit. But you know, if you sit over here and you're down far enough, no one can even tell you're up here. And the TV's on so much over here, they can't tell who's up here and who isn't. So, it's just a nice little plot. Yeah, you know, boards up here to make sure you don't fall through the floor. Even more beer and lights. But yeah, it's just a nice little area. We can come, sit down. And like I said, they got some of the best stuff in the Commonwealth for everything from, you know, New Cola to bourbon to Boggrove's best moonshine, milk, Vim, purified water. They got everything here. They got everything you need. Everything to relax and have fun while you're waiting here, waiting for something to happen. Oh, God, it's hard to jump sometimes, right? You gotta jump at a certain time. But yeah, that is pretty much it. That is Pioneer's Reach. And again, this is probably my second favorite settlement that I've ever made here in Fallout 4. I just love the idea of the Minutemen having their own little settlement on the island where they can, you know, help people out if need be, but also potentially work towards getting them to join the Minutemen and get more allies. I love how I will admit I know I built all this, but I just love the little touch of Ken's Refuge. It just reminds me of like how much I tried to like put in little details to try and make it fleshed out more. And I don't know if that worked, but I think it did personally, and I love it. I really like it. But yeah, that is Pioneer's Reach. I think it's cool. I like it, and I would love to do more settlements like this, you know, really expansive ones that, like, really change up a location and give it a whole new meaning besides just, like, when you have this much space, I feel like you want to have a lot of stuff going on, and that's what I really tried for with this, and, someone left the door open again. You keep leaving the door open, I'm gonna hog tie you. Features to the gulpers. But yeah, that was the whole tour, and I hope you all enjoyed it. I probably won't be doing a lot of Fallout 4 settlement tours for a while because I still need to build some more. Plus, I'm not sure if you guys even want to see any more settlement tours. But hey, if you do, you know what to do. Like and subscribe down below. Helps out the channel, helps out me. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. I'd love to hear what you think of this settlement and what you would improve on it. What would you change? What did you think? Oh, wow, why didn't I think of that? I'd love to hear all of that. But of course, it's up to you. Do it if you want to. I don't care. Maybe I care a little bit because I care about you, but you know, all that stuff. But yeah, that's it for now. So until next time, people, ta-ta, and goodbye for now.